Alright guys, BLM here, we're back. It is the next day, and we are back with more Shadow of War. Um, so I guess we'll continue on. I don't even know what we're doing, but whatever. So yeah, it is now Monday night. Again, tomorrow is the release date of Legacy of the First Blade, so I will be going to, I'll be playing that before you even see this, but obviously this is recorded before, but whatever, we'll start this mission. Was it Traitor's Gate? But yeah, I'm kind of thinking right now is probably the perfect time for us to go ahead and do the Dragon Ball Survivor Series, the All-Star season. So let's do it. I mean, again, like I did all the main seasons during the Dragon Ball Fighters the Let's Play. But I didn't have enough time during that Let's Play to do the All-Star season as well. So we're going to do that now. We got to do the casting for it, and then after that we'll play it out, and it should be some fun. Again, I've done this many times in the past, but you don't know what I'm doing now is, I'm a big Survivor fan. Big Survivor, Big Brother, like, strategic reality competition shows. I'm a big fan of those. And, what this originally came from is that I was starting to lose my mind while playing the Assassin's Creed marathon I did a while back, where I played through all the Assassin's Creed games on PS4 all in a row. And towards the end of it, I was thinking, you know what? Some of these characters, I feel like some of these characters would be good on like a Survivor season, like someone like Jermaine, someone like Ahmet and stuff. So I was like thinking, you know what? Let's play out a Survivor season. Fuck it. So I did one, and I really enjoyed it, and I continued to do more and more until I started to run out of Assassin's Creed characters, where so essentially, I ended up doing 9 seasons with an All-Star season, and since then, I've been doing the same thing with different franchises. This Dragon Ball series is my 5th one, and to be honest, it's going to slow down from now because I've done the last 4. Like, I mean, the Assassin's Creed one I did back in October through November. Like, it took a while to actually do that one, but the last 4 I've all done within the last like little bit over a month. Because I did a PlayStation exclusive character one while playing Red Dead Redemption 2, which was again early to mid December. Then when I played Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of Duelist, I did a Yu-Gi-Oh! One. I did a Power Ranger one during the Minecraft story mode. Let's Play, and obviously during Dragon Ball FighterZ, I did a Dragon Ball one. And yeah, I mean, this is gonna slow down because to be honest, it takes way too much time to do this. It takes a lot of time to find all the characters and do the visibility charts, which is another thing I'll talk about in a second. But yeah, we did the Dragon Ball one. It was a lot of fun. Again, I have the list here of how many characters are in the running here for All Stars. Is it 90? Yeah, 90 characters here available for All Stars. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so there's that. So 90 characters here that we could use, and the way I determine what 90 characters is, again, like after we play out the season, I like essentially for the real Survivor series, I keep confessional charts, and which are these charts of how many confessionals each contestant gets. So I decided to do a similar thing with these with these seasons that we've been playing out. Not obviously not the same thing, because obviously this isn't a real TV show where people are getting confessionals. Instead, what I do is a visibility chart, is what I like to call it, where I essentially rank each contestant 1 through 5 on how important they were to what happened during that vote, and yeah, through that I get a cumulative score and then also a running total. And essentially, the top half of contestants, when it comes to the running total, I consider eligible for All-Stars. The bottom half, I like, they're just completely out of the running automatically. That's what I do with this. And then also the winners, I don't put into consideration either, because I feel like, again, we've already seen them one. I don't feel like there's much. I don't feel like there's a point to see them play again, unless we were to do an all-winner sort of season. But again, since we're only doing 9 seasons here, it's not really in the cards there. So I feel like it's more interesting to give a lot of these other characters a shot. Oh, it's a tailing mission? Cool. What everyone wants. Oh no, am I already caught? Oh, fuck off. thank God. Who doesn't love a tailing mission? But yeah, this is our cast of characters. So again, we gotta cut this down from 90 to 20. I will try to. Oh no! I'll try to keep the gender balance as good as possible. Again, with Dragon Ball, it's tough because again, like I mean, with most of our seasons, we were only able to do 16:4. I think that's probably what this is gonna end up being as well. But we'll see. So, okay, from season 1, the people we have in the running. So Calfa was the winner. She actually had the most visibility of any person on that season. But again, that doesn't happen too often, surprisingly, where the winner has the most visibility. You would think it would, but actually it happened a lot this Dragon Ball series, though. But before this, like with these other series that we've played out, it really didn't happen that often. But this time it did, so I mean, there's that. However, Goku was very close second, and Goku, I think Goku's a lock on the cast. Okay, we failed. Fine.
You must live among the monsters.
But whatever. All right, Caliph again had the most visibility, but she's not in the running. Essentially, how this visibility chart went for season 1, Goku had it pretty much the entire time. The only point where he didn't have the highest visibility was in round 5 and 6 during the Is that during the second swap? Yeah, during the second swap where Dr. Gero overtook him for a little bit, but then went back to Goku until the end, until Goku's boot where he was 7th place, and then from that point on it was Calfla. And Calfla ended up having the highest total, actually had the highest running total by 1. So again, super close there, but yeah. But yeah, Calfla has the most visibility, but she's the winner anyway, so it doesn't matter. So these are the people in the running. So we have Turles, who came in 2nd place, and I feel like he's definitely in the running. I feel like, again, we're gonna try to like narrow this down slowly at first. So I feel like Turles is definitely in consideration. He's definitely again, he had a very fun run on that first season where he was in the minority right from the merge, was able to win immunities and maneuver around things to get to the end. Again, was pretty much in a position where he was always going to get like 4 votes if he got to the end, but like really couldn't get a 5th or 6th. I fucked that up. But still, I think he's a contender for All-Stars. We got Kale. Again, we need more females. I mean, I think we'll keep her in the running for now. Just because, again, we're going to need females. But I don't know if she makes the cut. I don't think she's the most interesting female character here, so we'll see. But I do think she's in the running for now. Oh no.
I will destroy you. Your time is over.
Oh, that's failed. After that we got Broly, and again, I think Broly's another one that's probably in the running. I think we're probably going to end up having to pick between Broly and Turles. Because I don't know who to pick. I mean, like, you know, on that season, it was, Broly and Turles were like a duo, and they were able to make a Final 4 together, and, yeah, I don't know who really wins that. What the fuck's going on? Oh fuck. Oh, fuck it. I fucked this up. What do you mean leaving mission area? Oh, this is a complete clusterfuck. So yeah, I think those 3 are still in consideration. We got a Nin, again, one of the few female players to still be in the running. I just don't feel like there's a point in bringing her back, though. I really don't. I don't think she's. I think she's the first one we can definitively cut. Like, I just don't see a reason to really bring her back. So we'll cut her. Same thing with the next person, who is Marin. This is Krillin's daughter, Marin, and again, I just don't see a reason for bringing her back. So we'll cut her as well. Next up, we have Goku. Goku's a lot. We can't do this without Goku. I feel like it's pretty easy. Oh, something else I normally do with these All-Star seasons is that I usually try to keep it where, okay, that's fine, where it's one person per season, which we will still follow. Then I usually like to keep it like one person per series, like one person from at least one person from Dragon Ball, one person from Z, one person from GT, one person from Super, that sort of thing. We're not even gonna pay attention really here because again, Dragon Ball's so interconnected that that sort of thing doesn't really matter. So yeah, we're not even gonna bother with that sort of thing here. Though I think we'll probably still fulfill that requirement anyway. I mean, technically having Goku there fulfills the entire requirement, but whatever.
Well, you won't learn anything from me.
Okay. So why is that health so low already? Yeah, Goku's a lock on here though. Again, had the highest visibility outside of Califla, and like I mean, really had the highest visibility for a super long time. And also, he's just fucking Goku. I mean, like I feel like, and also that's another rule that we'll probably end up following. Is I try to keep it no family members. The only time I broke this rule was with Assassin's Creed, where we kind of had to have Satan and Edward. So I broke the rule for that series, and but I think we can get away with not breaking it here as well. So I don't think we're gonna break it here. I feel like we'll keep that rule around, and we will see. Ah, I fucked up. Damn it. Okay, cool. All right. But yeah, after that we have Captain Ginyu. I don't know. Captain Ginyu is a tough one. Again, just on that season, he just wasn't super visible. So I'm kind of thinking we just cut him. I don't really think there's much of a reason to put him on, especially because we already have like Turles and Broly and whatever. Dr. Gero, I think Dr. Gero's in the running. I don't think we cut him yet. I think he's definitely still there. Then we got the Ox King. Ox King, yeah, I think we got it cut. I mean, I just don't see a reason to really put him on this cast. And then the only person actually to make it past the original qualification round that was pre-merge is Nova Shenron somehow. So yeah, Nova Shenron made the cut. And I don't think we're going to end up using him, though I think we'll keep him in the running for now, because I think he would be an interesting one to have on All-Stars. But I don't think he's really going to make the cut, though. So, we'll keep him here for now. Because I don't think there's a 0% chance of him making the cut, unlike the ones I've already cut, so. Oh, fuck. Are you supposed to do this? Oh my god.
Break your bones!
Shit. Oh god, I'm not even getting it. It's like, how do we do this then? Okay. Come on, oh, fuck off. I need to figure this out. How the fuck do we do this? So yeah, that's season 1. That's the cast from season 1. Then we got season 2 here, which so let's go through what the visibility chart for season 2 is. Because I don't. Again, these visibility charts at this point I've made like what, like almost a week ago now, so I don't exactly remember them super well. What the fuck are we supposed to be doing? I really don't get exactly what we're doing there. Like, why is this guy so strong? Like, why did he take like a billion hits? So season 2, it was a weird season. Season 2 is actually, like, in my opinion, was kind of a disappointment at the beginning, and towards the end of it, it started to get a bit fun. But yeah, I think that's represented by who had the most visibility for like the first 8 rounds, which somehow was a Raleigh, which I don't even understand how that even happened. That she consistently had the highest visibility for the first 8 rounds of the game. So that happened, but then towards the end, from that point on though, Piccolo overtook it for the rest of the game, and he ended up getting 4th. Yeah, what are we doing here? Like, why is he taking so many hits? Ah, fuck. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, wait. Fuck. I really need to figure out what we're supposed to be doing here. Alright, so let's look at the people that are eligible. So we got Mr. Satan. Okay, wait, who won that season? Actually, I don't even remember. Oob won that season somehow. 6-5-0. So they won with a tie vote. Okay. So yeah, Oob won that season. So yeah. So the second place finisher was Mr. Satan. He's in the running. Yeah, I think he's in the running, so we'll keep him here. So yeah, we'll keep him in the running. Next up we have Bora, and I feel like Bora, he got 3rd, but it's like, I feel like he was kind of boring to play with, to be honest. I don't think he really brought much to the table, so I do feel like we're going to cut him, even though he did get 3rd place, and did have a decent impact on that season. I mean, like, but like, I just don't feel like he's going to make the cut, so we'll just cut him. Oh my god, this is going to take forever to go through the cast at this point, because of this boss battle being such bullshit.
Destroy the top!
Yeah, we're only like... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, like, how the fuck are we supposed to be doing this? Like, we've still only done like 1/3 of that guy's health. Kill these archer guys. It feels like they're like respawning though. It's like, why are there so many of them? Ah, fuck. On. Okay, there we go.
No last words?
Oh no, did we just die? Oh no, are you fucking serious? We really died at that point?
Even with the
Oh, fuck
Gondorians
off.
at your side, you fall. This does not bode well for Minas.
Such bullshit. Okay. Yeah, continuing on with the cast, I guess. Piccolo, again, is a lock. We're having Piccolo. He's a lock. Damn it, that's really annoying. After that, we have Android 18, which I would have said is a lock. But, there's kind of a conflict later on. And, we'll talk about it later. But I feel like Android 18 would have been a lock. But there's kind of a little issue. But we'll talk about... Oh, fuck off. Of course, we're at the beginning again.
I suppose you're here because of the little
So,
turtle
yeah.
I
Then we have Arale. Again,
Minas
Arale was super visible. The thing is, I don't care about Arale. And I didn't really want her here to begin with. So, I don't know. Let's just focus on this guy, like, fuck everyone else. Alright, yeah, let's just attack him. So, I mean, again, Arale is going to be in the running just because, again, she was super visible for a while on that season. But I don't know if she's going to make the cut, especially because, you know, we have all these other androids, so it's like, I don't know if I really want to. And again, Arale is just such a minor Dragon Ball character. Obviously, she's a pretty important character in the grand scheme of, like, Toriyama, like, things. But, at the end of the day, for a Dragon Ball sort of thing, so she's not super important to Dragon Ball. Why the fuck is he countering this? Like, what? What is this?
Show me who's working.
Okay.
No darkness.
Damn it. So, after that we have Android 13, which I feel like is a bit of a tougher one. He was pretty visible in that season, but the thing is, again, I just think at the end of the day, he's probably not going to make the cut. Just because, you know, we have other androids I think I'd rather use than Android 13. So, let's not cut him yet, but again, he's probably not going to end up making this cut.
This moment's nothing. I'll strike you.
And then we got Top. I think Top's an interesting one. Or Topo, I guess is technically his name, but I think he's an interesting one. I think he's in the running. Yeah, we'll keep him in the running. We got Senbei. Senbei's not making it. Like, I mean, Arale will make it over Senbei. Like, I don't even know about Arale. Okay, we finally got a trophy from this game because I don't believe we got any up until this point.
This is the work of the Witch King. He taunts us.
Then we got
We
Tambourine.
must get my ring back.
And we will. But first
Probably
we have to
not,
deal
right?
with the
Especially because
traitor
Piccolo's
within
around the
us.
cast, and they're technically brothers. Like, and I just don't see a reason to keep Tambourine. So let's get rid of Tambourine. And you know what? Well, fuck it. Let's cut 13 through. Now I think about it more. Yeah, we're not putting 15. Now this other one is interesting. We got Jiren. He's the last person here eligible from season 2. And I feel like Jiren's interesting. I don't know really what to do with him, to be honest. And I felt like that was the same thing with the visibility stuff when I was like trying to like calculate his visibility too. I just was kind of just confused by the entire thing of like what should I do with him, because it's like, I mean, Jiren's a pretty quiet guy. I mean, it's like, but then again, like he was, I think he went to almost every tribal, right? If not, like he was like, he was always on a tribe, if I remember right, with like another Pride Trooper member. So it's like, because of that, I kind of felt like obligated to give him some visibility, but I just felt kind of weird about it. So I think at the end of the day, we're not going to put Jiren. Even though I love Jiren as a character, I just don't think we're going to put him on. So there's that. That's season 2. Okay, so we finished this mission. That's probably it for this episode. So we're already 20-something minutes in. So again, let's just continue doing...
I could have stopped that from happening. We must get it back.
And we will. But first we must deal with the traitor within.
Cool. Is it this one? Which, yeah, I believe we're relatively close to finishing chapter 1 at this point. Like, I think we only have like 3 more missions left or so. Okay.
Yes, evil.
So let's get undetected and then we'll fast travel and then... I don't care. Whatever. Okay. So see, with season 3, the highest visibility at the beginning of the game was Hit, and he had it until episode 4, and then Cell took over for a little bit, and it actually went to Oolong for rounds 6 and 7, and then went back to Cell for his boot, and then after it was Bulma the rest of the way, and Bulma had the highest overall visibility. So okay. So let's go through the cast. So we got King Kai. He came in second, right? To Vados. Vados was the winner of that season. I think King Kai's in the running. I don't think we like. I don't think he's disqualified by any means. But at the same time, I don't know if he's gonna make this cut, because I feel like this is gonna be a relatively tough cut at the end of the day. But can I fast travel now? But is this where we're going? It is, right? Oh no. Did I just push the wrong button? Okay, whatever. See, I think King Kai's in the running. Then we got Botomo. No. He's not making the cut. Again, like, I didn't know what to do with him, so yeah, he's not making the cut. Then we got Bulma. Bulma's a lock. Again, female, most visibility, again, and obviously a big character. Pretty much a lock. Oolong, I don't know. Probably not. If I were to guess, I would say no. But then he was a big character on that season. But, I mean, at least for the first half, actually. Towards the second half, he really drops off. But, let's keep him here for now. We got Android 16. I feel like Android 16 is a tough one. Obviously, the tough thing with Android 16 is obviously barely talks, but he was pretty important in how the game played out that season, where he was like a pretty integral swing vote for a couple votes during that season. So I kind of want to keep him in the running, but I just don't know if he's going to make a cut. Then we got Champa. Champa's a fun character. I think Champa's a really fun character. Again, I don't know if he really makes the cut though, especially because there's another character related to him that I would like to use. So I think we can cut Champa. I think we could do that. Even though I would love to use Champa, I think at the end of the day we're probably gonna have to cut him. And we got Hit. Hit's another tough one. Hit won 3 immunities in a row. I didn't know that. I forgot about that on that season. But Hit's a tough one. I'm thinking no, but we'll keep him in for now. Then we got General Rildo. General Rildo's not making the cut. Then we got General Blue. Same thing, not making the cut. Then we got Cell. I think Cell is definitely in contention. Cell was the merge boot that season and was pretty visible up until that point. So it's like, I feel like, and Cell's obviously a big character as well. So I feel like Cell's definitely in the running. So now we went on to season 4. Season 4 was the Goku Black season. That was actually the season where the villains controlled the game, right? Yeah, because Vegeta Jr. flipped on everyone and the villains were able to control the game. Yeah, and Goku Black won 7 immunities and won the game unanimously because he was able to get to the end with his immunity wins. Yeah, and visibility charts all over the place here. I mean, it starts with Zamasu, sorry. Then it goes to Frieza for a little bit. Then it goes to Gowasu. And then it goes to Zamasu again. And then there's a point where Zamasu, Frieza, and Goku Black are tied for like 3 rounds in a row. And then it goes to Frieza until the end, where at the end it goes back to Goku Black. And Goku Black has the highest overall visibility, but he is the winner. But, and again, like, I mean, the only reason he won, too, by the way, is, like, pretty much he was against Commander Red and Dodoria, which is like, who the fuck's gonna vote for them? It's like, I feel like if he was in the end against anyone else, he pretty much loses. Just because, again, who the fuck wants to vote for Goku Black? But, it's like, who he's up against is, like, not any better, so, yeah. So, okay, let's go through the cast. So, I mean, these are people that are eligible. It's essentially the top, the top 12, top 11 are the people that are eligible here. So we got Commander Red. I just don't see a reason to bring him back. Same thing with Dodoria. It's just, I didn't know what to do with them. They weren't that good anyway. Yajirobe I thought was fun. I think Yajirobe we could keep in here for a little bit. He's pretty visible during that season, right? I guess at points he was, but he kind of drops off a little bit. But I think he's definitely in consideration. Officer Black, again, I just didn't know what to do with him, so we'll just cut him. Frieza, I think, is a lock. I think Frieza's a lock. Olibu, I mean, he was visible. Surprisingly visible, actually. Yeah, had a pretty high score. But I'm not a big Olibu fan. But we'll keep him in the running for now, I guess. But again, at the end of the day, he's not going to make a cut. Zamasu, I think Zamasu's a lock. I don't know if he's a lock, but he's pretty close to one. Then we got Videl. I think Videl was good. Not great, but I think good enough to where if we're in dire need of a female character, I feel like we could use her and I wouldn't be bothered by it. Then we got Puck. I think Puck is gone. We're not using Puck. And then Vegeta Jr. Would be in the running because he had a pretty big impact on that season, but again, too many family members stuff going on here to where he's not gonna make the cut. So we'll cut him. So there we go. And yeah, then we get to season 5. Season 5 was won by Whis, I believe, also because of immunity run. Yeah, 5 immunities in a row. After he was almost blindsided the previous votes. And he was blindsided the 2 votes before that vote, but whatever. This was a weird season. I really didn't like how the visibility chart for this season turned out. So essentially for the first couple, and I really didn't like how the season turned out in general. I thought this was a pretty bad season. Even though there were a lot of flips, it's just that I felt like a lot of the flips just didn't matter. It's like I didn't give a shit about anything that was going on during the season. I don't know. I really just didn't love the season. But essentially with the visibility, it started off with Marin of all people. Marin as in Krillin's girlfriend, Marin. And then it went to Android 17. Then down to Dr. Mew until his boot. Then it went to Dabura until his boot, which he was the merge boot. And then it went to Android 17 the rest of the way until the very end, where Whis takes it out at the very end. But Android 17 does have the highest overall visibility. And this is kind of where I'm having some trouble, is that I don't really want to use Android 17, to be honest. And I would much rather use Android 18. However, I did have not really a rule, but it was like kind of just like a understanding, I guess, with myself that like I would use the most visible person from, like, if a person was the most visible person on their season, like I would use them automatically on All Stars. However, that hasn't always been the case. I believe there was only one time where that wasn't the case, which was on the Assassin's Creed one with Chevrolet, where again he just didn't fit the All Star cast. So we used James Cook instead. But I don't know. I'm kind of thinking. I think we should use Android 18 over 17. To be honest, I'm thinking Android 18 is a more fun character. Uh, Actually, I don't know about that, but at least, like, I feel like she fits the cast more. But we'll keep 17 in the running for now, obviously. But I think at the end of the day, we're probably going to cut her. So, okay, this is who we got from that's in the running. We have Tights. Tights, as in Bulma's sister. We're probably going to cut her, right? Just because, again, we already have Bulma. And, like, so we're probably not going to use Tights. So we'll cut her. Then we got Jocko. I think Jocko's in the running. But again, not super high on my priorities. To be honest, I think this cast is the worst cast, and it's not even close, to be honest. Because I think this one, it's kind of a struggle to even pick who would even be an all-star candidate. But Jocko, whatever. Krillin, sure, we'll keep him in the running. Nam, probably not. I just don't see a reason to keep him. Yeah, Android 17 already said that. Karoni, no. Ranfan, I mean, she is a female, but yeah, again, I just don't see the reason to keeping her in the running, so we'll eliminate her. We got Pintar, no, and I think if we are going to use someone from the season, I think it'll be Beerus. I think Beerus is the one that we'll use. He's definitely in consideration. Then we have Dabura, who, I guess, not super high on using him, but I guess he could be a consideration. And then we got season 6. I'm going to try to go through all these casts in this episode, by the way. I don't know if I'll be able to, but we'll at least go until around the 15-minute mark. But yeah, we got season 6 here, where Tapion was the winner. And the visibility here went from Goten in the first episode, followed by Cooler until his boot. He was the fourth boot, but he had the highest visibility for rounds 2, 3, and 4. Then went back to Goten for one round, and then it went to Salza until, was that final 10? Where it went to Tien for a couple of rounds, and then went back to Salza the rest of the way. I think Salza was a fun character on that season. I think Salza is one of those, like, kind of lesser known Dragon Ball characters, like lesser known characters, but like they ended up doing really well in our Survivor series, and I think they're super fun characters to play with, like kind of similar to someone like Amanda from the PlayStation series, Amanda from Detroit Become Human, where I thought she was fun, and also Blister from the Yu-Gi-Oh series, that I thought he was a lot of fun to play with. But yeah, I think Salza fits into that category. And I feel like Salsa's a lock, but whatever, we'll get to it. So essentially, these are people up for consideration. Second place person was Baba. I don't think so. Like, I just felt like weird playing around with Baba to begin with. So yeah, we're not going to use her. King Choppa, probably not. Again, I just don't see a reason to use him. Again, Salsa, I think, is a lock. Valise, I don't know. Valise is Goten's girlfriend. It's like, I don't think there's much of a reason to use her. Again, looking at the women we already have in Kale, 18, Arale, Bulma, Videl, I just don't feel like she makes the cut out of these people. Especially if I am going to only use 4 women. To be honest, I think I could find 6, because I'm looking at the women that are going to come up soon, and I feel like we could use 6. But, so yeah, I just feel like Valise does not make that cut. Trunks, probably not. Yeah, I mean, I don't feel like we should use Trunks. And this would be the kid Trunks version of Trunks, not the adult version, because we had that in Future Trunks, and he won. So, yeah, but regular Trunks, I don't feel like we need him. Goten, again, pretty much can't be on the cast because of the Goku connection. So, in either way, I wouldn't have put him on anyway. Tien, I think Tien's in the running. We got Sharpener. I don't know. Sharpener's fun. I think he was pretty quiet most of the way, right? But I think like he tried to make a big move at the very end and got caught and went out. But I don't think he makes the cut though. Spike the Devil Man, probably not. I don't think he makes the cut. And then Vermond, I don't think he makes the cut. So really, actually, this is the season with the least amount of people even in consideration, being only Salza and Tien. But I think both of them have a good shot of making it, though. But okay, so then we got season 7. Season 7, was the season that Gohan won. So the way the visibility chart worked for this was King Piccolo had the most visibility for a while, for the entire pre-merge, pretty much, until his boot. Yeah, pretty much until his boot, with the exception of the Kami boot episode where Kami, or boot, yeah, whatever, where Kami took over for that one round. But the rest of the way, it was King Piccolo, and then it was Gohan from that point on. So not super interesting there. Gohan had the highest visibility overall, but he was the winner, so it doesn't really matter. Who had the second highest? The second highest running total was Kibito. Okay, that's strange. And Shin being like only a couple points behind, so okay, this might be tough. This might be tough for All Stars as well. Okay, let's go through the people. So we got Dende. I don't think so. Like Dende and Mr. Popo, I think both of them are probably not. Actually, holy shit, I don't know who to use from this cast. Because yeah, though the most interesting person being Gohan is not available. So Dende, no. Mr. Popo, no. Shin, I guess we'll use Shin, or like he'll be in consideration. Did Legic not make the top half? Oh, he was so close. Damn it, yeah, Legic didn't make the top half. That's disappointing. Yeah, because I thought Legic was fun. Yeah, he was an early merge boot. Like, he was the third boot after the merge. I guess him and Nail were actually pretty similar, though. And Nail is in the running, but I don't know if I want to use Nail, though. But alright, Shin and Kibito, I guess we'll keep them in the running for now. I don't know which one I'll end up using, but whatever. Then we got Launch. I guess she's in the running. I guess she's different enough from all these other female characters to where we could use her. So, yeah, Don Key, probably not. I don't see a reason to use him. Ro, I don't know. Ro, maybe. I think he's probably, like, it's one, either him, Shin, or Kibito. I think it's one of the three. Again, Nail, probably not. King Piccolo, no, because we're already using a regular Piccolo. Or, I guess technically it's Piccolo Jr., but whatever. And then we have Garlic Jr., who I guess we'll keep in the running, but I just don't feel like he's going to make a cut. So there's that. Then we got Season 8. Season 8 was won by Future Trunks. Again, another 10-0 win. Actually, he was against Mai, who I feel like Mai could have been a winner in any other season, so... yeah, Trunks won 5 immunities that season, but so essentially the highest visibility for the season overall was King Vegeta. Again, not regular Vegeta, King Vegeta. And he held the visibility for a good chunk. I mean, he had it in the first round, went to Trunks in the second round, went back to King Vegeta for rounds 3 and 4, went to Jin, or Jin, I don't know, how are you, like Goku's mom, I forgot you pronounce her name. But she had it for round 5, went to Emperor Pilaf for round 6, then round 7, it went to Paragus for 7 and 8, it went to Paragus, and then went back to King Vegeta for the rest of the game. So, okay, so this is what we gotta do. So, these are people in the running. Bulla, probably not, again, especially because we're probably gonna use Bulma, just, there's no reason. Mai, I don't know, like, I don't know how fun Mai actually was on the season. Again, she did make it to the end, but like I don't feel like she was super fun to play with. But we'll keep her on here just for whatever. We got King Vegeta again. I think he's a lock, and yeah, we'll talk about the other Vegeta in a second. We got Yamcha. I think Yamcha's, I don't know. I think Yamcha's interesting. Had a pretty good run on that season, so I think he's in the running. Jin, same thing. I need to figure out how you pronounce this. Same thing. I thought had a pretty good run on that season. I think the tough thing about her is that I think she's competing with Fasha for a spot, and I don't know which one to pick. Yeah, but yeah, she's there. We got Raditz. I think we can cut Raditz. I don't think he's a necessity at all. We got Zangya. I think Zangya was fun, right? Yeah, Zangya was pretty visible too towards the end of the game there. I thought she was a fun character, so I think she's in the running. King Cold, I think we can cut. Again, Frieza's in the running, so yeah. Bojack, I think we can cut Bojack. Again, we have a lot of similar characters to him, like Cell and Dabura and even Garlic Jr. Like, I don't think we need Bojack. And then we got Paragus, who I think Paragus is still in the running. I think it'll be interesting to see him back. I don't think he'll make the cut, but then again, if we do, I mean, we would only be able to have one of him or Broly, but either way. So a lot of contenders there from that season. Yeah, season 1 and season 8 here are the only two that have 6 people still in the running. Almost every other season, oh no, season 3 actually has 6 people. But every other one has 5, with the exception of season, was it 6, which only has 2. Alright, and then season 9, the final season, which was probably the most boring season. At least I had a good cast. I feel like I had a pretty good cast, but the actual season did not play out very optimally. But yeah, I mean, essentially, visibility-wise, it was a bit of a clusterfuck where it started off as a tie between Bardock, Fasha, Chatsu, and Tao. In the second round, it stayed between those 4 people except for drop Chatsu and add in Vegeta. And then Vegeta had it for the third round. Went back to Bardock and Fasha for round 4. Round 5, it was Bardock and Fasha plus Frost. Round 6, it went to solely to Fasha. Round 7, it went to Dr. Brief. And then from round 8 on, pretty much from the merge on, it was Frost the entire way. And Frost actually had the highest visibility from anyone on this entire Dragon Ball series, and actually, I believe has the highest visibility of anyone from any series we've ever done. So that's something. Yeah, just a super dominant game for Frost on that season. Again, only won 6-4 due to, again, he's kind of unlikable, but still got the votes he needed to win. So there's that. Okay, so this is the people in the running. So we got Birder. I just don't think so. Birder and Joyce are, I just don't feel like there's any reason to bring them back. We got Tagoma. I think Tagoma's in the running. I think we could definitely use Tagoma. Ribian, maybe. I don't think she's out of the running. So let's keep her in. Mercenary Tao, probably not. I just don't see a reason to keep him in. Kaba, sure. We'll keep him in the running. We got Nappa, probably not. I don't see a reason. Bardock, I think would be cool, but again, we already have Goku. I just don't think we need Bardock. Fasha, probably, again, I think it's between her and Jin. I feel like Jin was more interesting from a gameplay perspective, though Fasha was technically more visible, I feel like, overall. Was she? I might be making that up. Actually, I am making that up. But either way. And then Vegeta, again, I think he's cut. Again, Vegeta, obviously, an iconic character, big character in Dragon Ball, but I think we have to cut him. Again, if we have King Vegeta as a lock, I mean, we kind of have to cut regular Vegeta, so he's gone. So there we go. We've narrowed it down to 44. So, like, one less than half of what it was before. So, yeah, still a lot of people here. So we're going to have to go ahead and do another round of eliminations next. Well, yeah, as I said, we'll do it next episode. And we'll try to figure out the entire cast by then. But that is it for this episode, I guess. Thank you for watching.